In the mysterious world of astrology, Capricorn stands apart, shrouded in mystery, as if it were from another time and space. This sign, surrounded by an aura of aloofness and mystery, is often unfairly judged by peers of its cosmic circle. Many tend to think of the representatives of the sign as imperturbable and steadfast rocks, but behind this mask hides a deeply feeling soul, which for various reasons does not reveal its true inner world. Capricorns, as masters of disguise in the eyes of others, appear as symbols of steadfastness and determination. Their calmness and confidence seem impenetrable. However, even they, standing at the pinnacle of their ambitions, face inner storms, emotions and fears that swirl beneath the superficial equanimity. These whirlwinds of doubt and uncertainty hide behind 15 phrases, seemingly hidden alarms in the depths of their beings. In the depths of the Capricorn-dominated astrological landscape, the words, "You're so stubborn," sound like a challenge. Many misconceptions surround this quality, which is a complex mosaic of different aspects of their personality. Despite the common perception, Capricorns are adept at making changes in their lives despite their seemingly adamant resistance to change. Their stubbornness is perhaps only an outer layer of underlying skepticism and a preference to operate within a familiar reality. This caution in embracing the new is not the result of rigid stubbornness, but rather a manifestation of reasonable doubt and a careful approach to change. Discover a path illustrating more effective strategies, and Capricorns will not only listen, but may completely transform their attitudes and behavior. When you may be led down the slippery slope of words and tempted to call a Capricorn cold, remember, behind their calmness lies an ocean of deep but carefully tamed emotions. This zodiac sign undoubtedly prefers action to words, believing that true feelings do not require constant confirmation by loud statements. Love in the eyes of Capricorn is not endless declarations, but painstaking labor, sacrifice, and willingness to go through fire and water for those they truly value. They are capable of great deeds that far exceed words to protect and support their loved ones. So, their supposedly cold heart is just a visual illusion that hides a hot heart. To speak to Capricorn about laziness is to cause a storm of misunderstanding. These zodiac signs embody the essence of true industriousness, but their methods of working efficiency are not always visible to the naked eye. Capricorns have an exceptional ability to streamline and optimize work processes. They are filled with an inner drive to maximize results with minimal effort, which repeatedly proves them not only as virtuosos of planning, but also as strategists who can see much further than the obvious. Their productivity lies not in hype and constant motion, but in calmness and deep focus on the end goal. It is this way of working that is worthy of admiration, not criticism, because Capricorns constantly demonstrate that success comes not to those who can't rest, but to those who can work smart. To tell a Capricorn that they are boring is to completely overlook their unique traits and the depth of their personality. Capricorns do possess an inventive mind and keen intuition, which makes them not just interesting, but exceptionally appealing conversationalists and friends. Their preference for a quieter pastime does not indicate a lack of imagination or humor. On the contrary, Capricorns can surprise with the depth of their thoughts and originality of views on ordinary things. Their ability to get carried away, though not always obvious, emphasizes their ability to find pleasure in what is truly interesting to them without following the conventional norms of entertainment. Applying the word meanness to the Capricorn character is a serious misunderstanding of their true disposition. These personalities embody a penchant for sarcasm and a special, not everyone understandable sense of humor. This endows them with a view of the world that differs from the view most people are accustomed to, giving them the status of personalities with a harsh coloration in the eyes of others. However, a reputation for toughness or harshness of words towards others should not be taken as a sign of meanness. Capricorns, while driven by logic and practicality, may not always realize the emotional response their words evoke. Their directness can sometimes carry a poignancy that can touch the sensual nature of others, but with few exceptions this is far from their intent. If a Capricorn has hurt you, chances are it was unintentional. In their world, directness and honesty are currency, things they value above affable but empty phrases. Understanding this particular Capricorn's approach to communication opens the door to much deeper and more sincere interactions. By mentioning too much work in the context of Capricorns, we touch on a key trait of their character. Capricorns exude ambition and a drive for excellence that makes them tireless in achieving their goals. This constant forward motion, this relentless work on their own self, can sometimes seem like an obsession, leading to misinterpretations from others. The perception of Capricorns as greedy for success and power is often just a reflection of a misunderstanding of their true motivations. For Capricorns, work is not just a means to achieve material wealth or social status. It is a path to self-actualization and the satisfaction of knowing one's own growth and progress. When someone criticizes a Capricorn for their dedication to work, it often says more about the critic's inner fears and insecurities than about the real situation. Saying that a Capricorn is a perfectionist can be compared to telling a sea captain that he knows how to steer the ship. Yes, Capricorns are indeed perfectionists, and it is a part of their nature in which they are well aware of themselves. Chasing ideals, striving for peerless quality work, constant improvement and refinement is a Capricorn's natural need that inspires them, not something to be pushed towards. They hone their skills not for outside recognition, but rather as an internal journey of self-improvement. Consequently, constant reminders that they are perfectionists can sound not only redundant, but also a bit hollow. Instead, it's better to appreciate Capricorn's resilience and dedication to his goals, supporting his pursuit of perfection as a meaningful trait of his rich personality. Expressing a perception of someone as constantly evil can be even more frustrating, especially when it comes to Capricorns. These zodiac signs are often perceived as figures entrenched by their problems and worries, which creates the illusion of constant irritation or anger. However, this external facade hides much more complex inner processes. The truth is that when Capricorn is going through difficult times, their inner tensions can manifest as resentment or irritation. This is a defensive reaction that allows him to maintain control over the situation and his own emotions. It is important to realize that straightforwardness and desire for privacy in such moments does not mean personal animosity. It is rather a way to save yourself and others from rash words and actions that may be a source of regret in the future. Therefore, if you see that Capricorn is in a bad mood or upset about something, respecting his desire to be alone with himself will be the best manifestation of care and understanding. This will allow him to process his emotions in solitude and return to socializing, ready for a productive and harmonious interaction. Saying, "Don't lie," is like a warning of potentially dangerous waters into which it is best not to swim. Capricorns have an uncanny ability to sense the understatement and infidelity of words, which makes attempts to deceive in their presence particularly risky. Any lie is a kind of challenge to their innate talent to reveal the truth, which will inevitably lead to consequences, among which the most significant will be the loss of trust. Capricorn's unique gift in their ability to see the heart of things is often driven by a deep inner sense of truth and justice. They value authenticity and honesty, both in themselves and in others. Therefore, when faced with deceit from loved ones, Capricorns can show incredible restraint, preferring to remain silent instead of venting all of their accumulated resentment. This relief from immediate conflict, however, can have lasting consequences in the form of a loss of former intimacy and trust. Honesty for Capricorn is not only a matter of ethics, but a fundamental need. Being frank with Capricorn, even if your truth may seem bitter, is a show of respect for his personality and a testament to your own honesty. After all, these are the qualities that are at the heart of a strong and healthy relationship. Approaching Capricorns with a commanding tone of "do as I say" is like trying to move a mountain out of place. These people are a symbol of perseverance and independence. Their strong will does not tolerate other people's limitations or imposed roles. The Capricorns' formed system of beliefs and life principles do not tolerate outside pressure, which makes them unshakable in matters of autonomy. This does not mean that Capricorns are unresponsive or selfish. On the contrary, they are often willing to lend a helping hand to those who ask them for it. But they prefer to do so on their own terms, paying attention to the logic and practicality of their actions. Understanding and respecting their desire for autonomy will lead to a much more effective and fruitful cooperation. The best way to involve Capricorn in any endeavor is to offer them a specific task, explaining why their support is critical and that you appreciate their independent approach to problem solving. This approach won't just preserve your relationship with Capricorn, it will strengthen it by demonstrating a willingness to build an interaction based on mutual respect for personal space and autonomy. Throwing the ultimatum, "It's either your job or me," at Capricorn is like demanding that the ocean stop its ebb and flow. Such a challenge is not only unconvincing, but also fraught with the potential for disconnection, as work and goal achievement are central to Capricorn's life. These aspirations are not a simple desire to succeed, it is their life path, an essential expression of who they are. For Capricorns, there is no separation between personal life and work in the sense that many people imply. Their professional ambitions, these are the very stars they aspire to, are one of their priorities, second perhaps only to their sense of duty and loyalty. To ask them to choose between career and relationship is to ignore the whole point of their aspirations. Capricorns seek in partners not only love and support, but also understanding and respect for their goals. True harmony with Capricorn will be found where mutual inspiration and support for each other in achieving both joint and individual ambitions and dreams is possible. The ability to balance these aspects of life by offering the hand of partnership instead of an ultimatum will surely be taken by Capricorn as proof of a truly deep soul connection and commitment. The statement, "You're very slow," towards Capricorn is usually met with resentment and sometimes even hidden irritation. This zodiac sign really stands out for its patience and preference for quality work, where speed of completion is never at the top of the list. Capricorns believe in the importance of each step on the path to perfection, preferring to move slowly and thoroughly towards the goal so that the achievement is matchless and flawless. When talking about their pace, it is important to realize that their slowness is not indicative of lack of desire or laziness. It is a deliberate choice that paves the way for unparalleled craftsmanship and detail. Capricorns carefully consider every aspect of their endeavor, striving for perfection in everything from the initial planning stages to the completion of a project. Thus, when observing a Capricorn's dedicated labor, it is worth remembering that it is their ability to thoughtfully and carefully carry out what they've planned that produces unrivaled results that delight the mind and heart. And instead of encouraging them to rush, it is better to appreciate these qualities as the diligence that makes the results of their labor truly outstanding. Capricorns are indeed known for their pragmatism and focus on matters more meaningful than the external glitter and ostentation of material success. Coming face to face with someone else's sly vanity and boasting, they couldn't be further from admiration. For them, dignity is not derived from having the latest gadget or the luxury of an object. It is born out of a person's labor contribution, intelligence, and even spiritual strength. Sharing your achievements with Capricorn, of course, you can and even need to, but you should do it by emphasizing not the cost and brand, but the path to success, lessons learned in the process, and obstacles overcome. They will appreciate and support a sincere conversation about the real difficulties and challenges that led you to success, rather than a simple demonstration of material symbols of achievement. Capricorns will be able to find common ground with someone who shares their values of hard work, aspiration, and dignity. An in-depth conversation about life goals, self-development, and improving the world order will be much more interesting and stimulating to them than any discussion of the latest technological innovations or financial achievements. If you value your friendship with Capricorn, choose your communication topics carefully, preferring meaning and depth to external glitz and superficial boasting. When a Capricorn comes to a decision, it's usually the result of deep thought and careful evaluation. For this reason, to dissuade them from an already made decision can be as difficult as trying to change the course of the river. These personalities value steadfastness and determination, so attempts to raise doubts or insist on their opinion without respectful arguments can cause them irritation or even resentment. Consequently, the best way to influence a Capricorn's decision is to offer an alternative perspective, but do so tactfully and delicately. Give them a chance to think about your proposal on their own, to understand its value and possible benefits to their goal or plan. Remember that direct pressure or demanding a change of direction can cause Capricorns to feel that their autonomy and ability to make their own decisions is being challenged. This may be perceived by them as an insult to their intelligence and ability to analyze a situation. Rather than forcing your opinion on them, it is better to present information and arguments in such a way that they themselves come to the conclusion you see as preferable. This approach greatly reduces the risk of disagreement and helps to maintain a frank and positive relationship. Final words about Capricorns reveal the essence of this zodiac sign, emphasizing their independence and self-sufficiency as some of their most pronounced traits. Their desire for excellence and dedication to the work they have embarked on makes them not only excellent performers, but also reliable partners, able to take responsibility and bring what they have started to the end with a brilliant result. Capricorns truly believe in the maximum that can be achieved by relying on their own strength, and this principle, if you want to do something well, do it yourself, for them is not just words, but a way of life. They prefer to rely on themselves because they know they can achieve what they want, and they apply this principle to everything they undertake. Equally significant is their selfless loyalty and devotion to those who have been able to gain their respect and trust. A friendship or a partnership with a Capricorn is a promise of reliable support and deep respect. They will be a firm foundation, a vector of stability in the lives of those they choose, as well as a source of inspiration and motivation. By treating them with respect, honor, and readiness for equal partnership, you will not only get in the person of Capricorn a reliable and loyal friend, but also open up a deep world of personal valor, striving for excellence and unbreakable faith in the best.